Greetings, divine love and light. There's a question here. She asks, she says this is happening consistently for 10 years in her life. She's asking, in our current living life, what if people leave us by any means, like death, or they get separated, or they go to some other country, or they are not in contact now due to some or the other reasons like anger, etc. And what if people are not interested in talking or caring for us just because we do not have a mindset like what they have, or they do not have a mindset like what we have? So basically, she's trying to say about compatibility issues, the vibrational, the frequency issues. The frequencies are different between two people or more people, and she says this is happening for the past 10 years consistently. 10 years because probably she has become aware of it now. She is watching these videos now regularly and doing a lot of awareness work, and probably she is noticing a kind of pattern that is happening. And it's good, dear ones. When we become aware, we notice all these things. Otherwise, most of our whole lifetime also goes without even us even being even aware of such things are happening. We just live in the reactive mode. Something happens with people around us, and we get hooked onto them, or we get cross firing with them, and it's all reactive. It happens or it breaks up, and then we are in that zonked out mode completely, not even understanding this is a pattern, this is a condition, and why this is happening, probing deep into it, the reasons why this is happening, and what is the meaning to this, and where is the end to this, and what is the solutions to all this. So only a person who is aware will start observing and thinking about all these things and becoming aware. So this question is coming from good awareness and good observation. So I'm glad you started doing that. So basically, to just answer why people come and go into our lives, it's all, as I have told in most of my videos, about the karmic debts that we are indebted to people. We come basically to earth just to fulfill all the unfulfilled issues of life. Anything that is pending, we come here back, because that is how life is designed. You have desires, you have a set of desire, you need something to fulfill. It remains pending. It has to materialize. Remember this always. Whatever desires you have, whenever you have made any kind of a deep desire, you might have not seen it materializing now, but surely it will materialize. If not in this lifetime, some other lifetime, because it's vibration. What you send out into the universe is vibration. For some reason, it might have not manifested immediately, but it is pending there. It is waiting for the right opportunity. It's like a seed trying to grow in the right atmosphere. So maybe this lifetime you might not have that atmosphere, but next lifetime, remember, anything that is pending between lifetimes, you are deciding these things are pending, now I got to fructify it or materialize it. And so the next birth that you take, you already choose such places and all the platforms which will give you fructification, materialization to happen. Whatever pending things are there, it is designed. You come and take a birth for a particular lifetime to finish a certain set of karmas, which is all lying pending. So you already choose all probabilities, all the best probabilities, which can give you the materialization of all those karmas. Now, karmas, desire doesn't mean only the good ones that you want. Even the bad things, the good and bad, whatever karmic means, what you give, you receive, the cause and effect. So there is a cause, negative cause, the effect will be negative. All these things. Now you might say, how will I choose a negative, enter between life? Why will I choose a negative productive platform? See, in that dimension, when you are out of your body, that time, you are not more of the egoic kind of person that you are right now. Right now, we are dominated by a lot of egos. That is why all these pending issues comes. unresolved issues are mostly because of egos. Like you say, somebody has fought with you and gone, and you have not forgiven, they have not forgiven. It's an ego issue from both sides. So that remains pending. So usually when you are out of this and when you are in a different realm where you are monitoring your own life, now to take a new incarnation, because you got to materialize those things, and it's an automatic process. It's not a very dramatic process, very automatic kind of a natural process. The cosmic guidance is there in that, so it will just guide you unbiasedly. And in that moment, even your soul, remember, is not the ego. So it sees everything, karmic patterns, plus or minus, positive or negative, as equal, as neutral. So if you have not forgiven somebody in this lifetime, but when you go into that realm and that state where you're choosing a new lifetime, there you're seeing everything in a neutral way. So you understand what is your mistake, what is their mistake, and now you say, now okay, let me have a new platform where I can resolve this issue once and forever, so that I can get out of this loop. And that is how you decide each and every aspect of your life before coming here. So that just means that whatever life you're living right now and what is happening to you, everything is being designed by you. All these are your pending issues only, which have not been fulfilled completely. So all the people that you are still having issues with and still not completed, or you say somebody has left you and gone, and somebody has gone to another country, or somebody has died probably without fulfilling that karmic debt. Somebody has gone in anger and you have not forgiven them, or they have not forgiven you and they have died already. These are all unresolved issues, because this was the opportunity given to us in this lifetime to complete that pattern and to hook off from that person. But for some reason we forget again. When we come into the egoic bodies, we again forget, and we get caught up in this Maya world. That's why it's called Maya. Again, it's a delusion. You get stuck up in all this, you get stuck up in the lower vibrations, and then again the thing repeats. Until and unless you have the opportunity of becoming aware, you become aware, only you can get out of this. Even a person coming into the spiritual path, or going and following a certain religion, or becoming religious suddenly, they have to first become aware. When they become aware of something is something, and they say enough is enough, that is the time they take decision to change their life and come back on track. So that transition also happens because of the pain and suffering. But it starts with an awareness. So awareness is important. Like you're asking this question now from a deep probing. Where will all this end? So again, as I told you, this lifetime is for that, and most of the time miss out that opportunities, and it remains unresolved. But however, in your case also it can be seen here. All these things must have happened, but right now you become aware of it. That means you are coming back to your soul agenda again, what you had decided before, to clear this off. And how to clear this? Clearing needs more activity from your side than theirs. Usually we think if the person is gone somewhere to some other country, you cannot contact them, or somebody is dead, you cannot do anything about it. That's right. From their point of view, yes, you cannot do anything, but from your point of view, you can do everything. And this is your karmic debt, your resolution that has to be taken. So what needs to be done is your mind has to get off of this particular pattern, or this particular bondage that you have created, whatever it might be anger, or some fight, or some negligence that has happened, whatever the reason be. It is all in your mind. It is stored here. Even the pattern, the memory of what happened, it's still lingering in your mind. Remember this one thing. If you can get this memory off, that somebody did this to you and somebody hurt you in this way, even the guilt that, oh, somebody has died now, or somebody has gone to another country and I have not resolved anything, even that, the vibration, that negativity, it's a negative vibration. It is holding you bondage. Just understand, it is not about what the other person has done. It is just about these patterns that are holding on to your mind. If you can get rid of these patterns, hook or crook, in any way, follow any method, any practice, and get it off of your mind, you have resolved the issue. As simple as that. It's as simple as that. Off of your mind means it's done with. Off of your mind doesn't mean you try to forget it. Most of the time we try to forget it. You cannot forget it. Your subconscious will never forget anything. Your conscious mind has forgotten, but in your subconscious it is all there. Even all these people who have come and whom you feel are like a pattern, it's happening consistently, you say, they are coming and going, and these things are regularly happening with you. These people are all stored in your subconscious. You don't remember them, but your subconscious, in your deep subconscious, when you access those realms, you can see or you can relate to who these people are in your past life, what resolution is needed, or what was pending. But the real thing is that you don't need to know the story behind all these things. What happened? It's not really necessary. What you did or what they did. What is most important is getting off that negative memory which has caught on your mind and your heart and your soul. And that's haunting you. That's anything that disturbs you is unresolved. Now, getting off that pattern is the main thing. So it just means that the whole work is on you. It's not on them. Whether they forgive, don't forgive. Even if they don't forgive, and if they are in some other country, you will not know whether they are forgiven or not. So it will not really matter whether they are forgiven or not. But just imagine if somebody tells you that they were blaming you or they were cursing you, then the trouble begins, because now your mind is generating that negative stuff. But at the same time, just imagine somebody telling you, oh, they have forgiven you. Somebody even lying to you, oh, they have forgiven you. They were talking very nice about you. What will happen is suddenly your emotions will change. When your emotion change, just somebody's lie also will make you feel liberated, or you might feel love towards that person, or you might immediately forgive that person, though reality is something else, but somebody told you a lie. But just what I'm trying to tell you is your emotions have changed, and the moment your emotion change, the thing is resolved. Can you see? Even one lie, they have not forgiven you, but you generating that emotion of forgiveness and love has released that bond. So what is this all pointing towards? It's pointing towards our own work. You do it any way, any format. You got to change the emotion towards that person. How you do it, it's up to you. Or this third party is involved. Most of the time third parties are. Like, for example, I am a third party here. I'm trying to tell you something here and I'm conveying. Maybe a third party tells you something and that appeals to you and you change from within. Something happens. That is what we are here for, to help you. So third party or your own awareness, your own efforts. You make your own efforts in whatever way. It might be through prayers, might be through actually confronting them and calling them or speaking to them or asking for forgiveness, or if you can't, that's also fine, sitting in your meditation, seeking their forgiveness and forgiving them also. It's a beautiful process actually. And as I told you, all the issues begin with the ego. So these states are states that you need to search and find out which is an ego-less state. Meditation is an ego-less state. There you don't take your ego with you. You go deep within to your true inner self, and that true inner self, like I told you, when you go out of the body, this self is seeing everything in a neutral way. So when you go inside, you are accessing the same self, and that self is seeing everything as neutral. And there you are able to forgive very easily. So what does this relate to? It says again, you got to practice more and more of awareness and going within. going within and resolving this from within you. Somebody has hurt you, the hurt is here, not from that person. You remove it from here. So that will require a lot of work from your side, not from their side. So it really doesn't matter why are these people coming and going. It doesn't matter. Let them come, let them go. Understand one thing, your life span, you'll have always people around you coming to you, into your life and out of your life. The walking in and walking out is always going to be there. And all these incidents, if they are watched and not reacted, then they have no weightage. They get resolved like this. But if you add fuel to it, and with every incident, with every person, you add on some emotions and some reactions, then every person, you will create a drama. There will be a drama for every incident, for every episode. And that is how the whole drama of life happens. Our whole life sometimes becomes like a drama. It's a mess. Sometimes it's a messy drama. It's a confusing drama. So it is upon us, do we want to make it dramatic? And when does it become dramatic? When we are unconscious, when we are unaware. In unawareness, all the dramas happen. So we should now learn to become more undramatic, become more aware of these things and understand that these are patterns which are going to hook us. So today or tomorrow we got to resolve it. You cannot push it under the carpet, or you can't run away from it. Because if you run also, I told you, if you can't fulfill it in this life, it will haunt you. It will come back again in the next life. Even the people. So the emotions, pulls and bonds, all these karmic debts. If you are liberated from the emotions, everything is liberated. So find out ways which will help you, whatever it might be, to forgive easily, to stay blissful, to let go very easily. Remember I told you, it's the ego that does not let go. So whose ego? It's our ego. So that ego has to be worked upon. It's not somebody else out there. And you said if people are not interested in talking to us or they don't care about us, all karmic this is. If somebody is not giving you a damn, it is probably because some cause is there from some previous lifetime or this lifetime itself. It can be any cause. They must not be giving you a damn because maybe in your past life you didn't give them a damn. You didn't care about them, or you didn't talk to them, or you had a grudge against them, or you did something unto them. So it's just being repaid. So if you understand the scenario, there is no need to understand why that person is doing. See, many things, all the things actually happen with people and relationships. It's all this outcome only. I'm not saying everything is from the past. Even from this lifetime also. You give them something, they give you back in return. In this lifetime itself. So it's a repayment. So again, the whole attention comes on to us only. And I told you, even about the death, if somebody has left the body, and there also I'm telling you, if you hold on the guilt that person did something to you, or you did something, or something is not resolved, and that thing is still in your emotion, is still there, it will make a good karmic bond with that person, that soul, to ensure that you have another lifetime to fulfill that now. If you don't like that, then learn to meditate and forgive them from within. It doesn't matter, their physical presence doesn't matter. It's all about the soul bonding, and they're aware of it. It's all the energy bonds. So you release the same way that you do for a living person, even you can do for a dead person. You don't have anything to do for them or to them. You might call them, or you might just look at them or feel them. That is just to bring your feeling. Somebody is dead and gone, you bring them in front of you, and then you cry, or then you release, or you try to give love or seek their forgiveness, please forgive me, and all. You make it more real, and you'll see the pent up emotions are happening, because that was not released, now it is getting released. That means it is getting resolved. So that person, where is he, how is he going to come, that's all not needed. Everything is here. So even calling that person, I told you, it's not an important sacred ritual where you call a dead person and all that. Those are all again dramatic. But the real thing is here, the drama is here. So calling that person just means it will remind you of that person, it will bring a lot of emotions, of those things, and it will help you in that. That's all. So whether dead or in some other country, is far, out of contact, anything, it's all here. Deal with them as though it's real. Deal with their soul as though it's real. In your meditation, feel their presence and cut all these bondages that you have. Now, don't ask me for techniques. How do you cut with a knife or a scissor or a razor or seesaw blade? Those are all dramatic again. You want to do, you do anything. You have to convince your mind that I am cutting this cord, okay, fine. But you have to feel that it's being cut, and you got to feel that it's being released. So how you do it doesn't matter. What you do doesn't matter. These are all techniques. So I won't get into that, how you're going to do. I'm just telling you the science behind all these things. So you keep doing that with every unresolved issue. And don't take it too hard. So many people are there, it's happening 10 years, my whole lifetime, so many people, repeatedly it's happening, this person, that person. Basically, I'm telling you, even if there are 100 people and you can't remember them, doesn't matter. It is here. You cleanse and purify all these chakras, especially the Anahat chakra, where this love is being blocked. You keep cleaning them and you send love to everyone. You can even make this intention. I'm sending love and my forgiveness. Unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness I'm sending right now to every person that have been linked with in my past and present. In any way, I send love to all of you. And forgiveness and healing and acceptance to all of you. May we all be blessed. May only love flourish between us. All these emotions you bring. And you do it for everyone generally. You will see over a period of time, after a period of time, actually those things are happening. Bondages are getting released off. The bonds are getting cut off. How? It is the same thing. So it doesn't matter whether you take one by one person, handle it one by one person, or you do it generally for all. What is important is everything is again within. It's happening from within. So the whole focus should be here. Now with this ideology and with this understanding, you start becoming more aware, and in your daily meditation, do this. Spend some time in your morning meditation or before sleeping. You can do this. Before sleeping is the best. Forgive, send healing to everyone from within. Send love to everyone. Starting it will be a little difficult because you have so much of grudges, you cannot immediately love anybody. But keep doing it, and you'll see slowly it is melting down. And slowly you are able to give. And if you are able to give more and more freely, please understand you are resolving the issues. And the day when you can close your eyes and feel even that most bitter person in front of you, and if you feel you can radiate love very easily, understand you are done with that person. Doesn't matter whether that person is done or not. Don't get into it also. Don't get to even find out whether it's happening from there or not. Be bothered about your end, because if somebody even tells you it's not happening, it can distract you. It can create another negative binding. Are you getting it? I told you about that person who told a lie. Somebody might tell a lie that that person has forgotten or forgiven you, and you might feel overwhelmed. But somebody, even if that person has really forgiven you from that side, and imagine somebody is lying to you, telling that that person is cursing, what will happen? Somebody has let go of you from that side, which you really wanted, and somebody has lied, and it does not happen, and you catch up everything again. So, are you seeing this? It's all in the mind, how you react to certain things. So, if you are central and if you are purified, if your mind is purified and stilled, it will be easier to resolve these issues, because you'll stay centered and focused. It doesn't matter who does what. You are in that serenity, because you know you don't want to accumulate more karmic stuff as a person of awareness. So, hope this helps. Divine love and light to all of you.